My definition of a trendsetter is a person that sets standards in their community, and they are not moved by what everybody else is doing. They are the one that sets the pace. I knew what I was called to do at a very young age. I have been an advocate at a very young age. They always called me to speak and stand up for the group. I grew up in a school that was predominantly white. When it was 2 to 5% black at the school, and we always had to advocate for ourselves, demanding programs that were sensitive to our nature. We were always, I actually grew up on the west side, and it was a challenge. Went to Westmore Junior High School back then and West High School. And when I went there, it was a very low number of blacks, and I was always the one that was pushed forward to advocate for us. And I would not back down, and I was always outspoken. So I knew at a young age that I was called to be a leader, a community person, and that was in a small community, the Hilltop area. So one day, my uncle, I used to get in a lot of trouble because I was a fighter. So he said, I see you have all this leadership ability. When are you going to use that for something positive? And I just thought about that for a while. And from then on, I just continued to do what the Lord has called me to do, to be an advocate for those that are less fortunate. And I would truly believe what you do for the least of these, you do unto me. And I live by that standard. My top 3 life lessons are: 1, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not into your own understanding. That's what you have to do. And I had to learn that. A lot of educated people that I've encountered, and myself, you think you're self-made. But it ain't nothing but the Lord that has given me an opportunity. I am a steward of people's problems. That's what God has called me to do. And I first trust in the Lord. Second is, failure is your best lesson learned. I've failed and I've recovered. And thank God for the failure, because I've learned a tremendous amount. And it's given me confidence because I can handle failure and I can continue to proceed on. And then, like I said, what you do for the least of these, you do unto me. So you must understand we're no stronger than our weakest link. If I could share a meal with anyone, it would be my mother. My mother died before she saw me graduate from law school. I was working for the Attorney General's office, but she never got to see me be successful. The little amount of success that I have, she never got to see that. And I would love for her to come and sit down with me. My mother died at an early age. She was in her 50s when she died. And she never got to appreciate the hard work and what she poured into me. And if I had an opportunity to do it again, it would be my mother sitting right there with me, dining and eating that meal. She'd probably give me some more lessons, because my mother was strict, a strong black woman. That's what I love, a strong black woman. And that's what my mother was. I love my legend to be that I was an advocate for the less fortunate, and that I stood up. I was not scared, and I was uncompromising in my principles. And that what I keep telling you throughout this interview, what you do for the least of them, you do unto me. And I want that to be my legacy. That's what the Lord told me I was supposed to do. And that's what I want to do. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. So that's for sure.
So we will